Joining me now is Heritage Foundation's Senior China Strategy Fellow, Michael Pillsbury. Michael, thanks for being with us. I just want to jump off of what Aisha just said. You're hearing folks in Congress say we're not moving fast enough. Do you agree with that assessment? Should we be moving faster, or because we don't know enough, maybe too much regulation too soon is a bad thing?
Yeah, I think, Brian, you're right. There's too much regulation being talked about already. The press is not covering. There's been a successful effort to cover up the most important issue in the race with China on AI. It's very good you're covering this issue. Let me try to explain. There's two things online. Anybody who wants to can Google it. The first one is this political declaration on being careful about AI in the military sphere that the State Department put out. They're trying to get China to sign it. China refuses. They claim it's to prevent accidents from AI, but actually it's self-restraint on our military, that there can't be any experiments with AI to try to win wars faster, which we would self-restrain while China would not. The other thing that's happening is a new directive. Again, you can Google it online. It's unclassified. DoD Directive 3000.09. It restrains the Defense Department, Army, Navy, Air Force, from anything to do with autonomy in weapons. No experiments, no scientific research on it. It's astonishing and terrible, but it has not been covered by the press. And this hearing today skipped over this. They made it sound like, and Senator Schumer is doing this as well, they make it sound like, well, things might happen in the workplace, but they're not talking about the self-restraint on our own military forces, not even to look into this, while China rushes ahead and refuses to sign these agreements. So that's it's part of the TikTok thing too, but that's the main thing. It's astonishing that the media has not covered these two things from the State Department and Defense Department.
China is racing ahead whether we decide to regulate or not, is what you're saying. I want to ask you about this too, because I found this interesting. China has a vast network of facial recognition used to punish, humiliate citizens who commit minor infractions like jaywalking. They also use AI to target ethnic minorities. It is a powerful tool for authoritarian regimes, and I just wonder what you make of how far they've run on using that technology to enforce their ideology at home for them, but how fast could that spread abroad, and what would it mean?
It's a great question, Brian. There are two things going on. One is the size of the database affects how fast you move ahead in AI. If you're stealing data, if you've got TikTok, and you've got billions of data points from surveillance cameras, you can do AI much faster than the other side, the American side, can do. That's the first thing. The second thing is you've got to have super quick chips, super smart chips. President Trump first and Biden as well are trying to restrict the sale of these super smart chips to China. That slows down what they call the algorithm pace in AI, but there's ways around that, and companies are trying to subvert the effort to block this. So these are the two areas where China is pulling ahead. Massive databases that we don't have, number one, and number two, ways to get the super fast chips that allow you to have AI scan these vast databases and trillions of data bits, and then come up with solutions. If China's ahead in both these areas and we're not, we're facing a disaster.
Michael, last one for you really quickly. The president today is meeting with India's prime minister. Obviously, as we think about China and relationship there, India stands out as a possible counterweight, some would say. How do you read the possibility of deeper ties with India?
Well, it's extremely important, as your question implies. The Indians are in many ways our best hope in the Quad coalition, along with Australia and Japan. We've gotten China's attention. That you continue with reckless behavior, we're going to form a coalition against you. The problem is President Biden is not really going all the way yet with India on the release of jet engine technology, drones, some other things the Indians have wanted for years. Okay. They want this trip to bring out a clear signal, yes, we're going to help against China. That really hasn't quite happened yet. They're close to it, though. That's the good news.
Got it. Michael Pillsbury, appreciate your perspective today. Thanks for joining us.